This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado and 1xBet.
Interesting to see how he goes. Big pressure on young shoulders, but he performed admirably in the game he did keep in yesterday. It was only the one game he kept, actually. He was then on the field as well as 12th after an injury to one of his teammates. And there he is again with gloves on this time. Abdul Haq will open up. Abdul Sadais, meanwhile, has joined Musadak Mubarak, in fact, out there in the middle. So it won't be Zygam opening up. Mubarak facing the first ball. The left armour. Big appeal first up, and it's been given. There was a big swing on that one. I think the only question mark is whether that's going down leg. Let's have a look at this one. It was very full, so I don't think there's too much danger of it going over the stumps. It hits him pretty much flush on the foot, on the ankle. Just needs to be careful of this early swing from Abdul Haq. Well, instead he served up a low full toss and no hesitation in smashing that one to the boundary. Watch mostly from the other end though. You probably will continue to watch from the other end as that one not quite middled by Acham, that has enough on it to go to the boundary.
What his potential is. That's not a bad start for him because he's going to flick this way dismissively. In fact, this will go all the way Maximo.
That one goes high up in the air. It will be a Maximo, just dragged it a bit too short there, Ashik Hussain. That's the second Maximo of this over.
There were some giveaways.
Well, the Maximos are catching up though. That's back-to-back Maximos. We had one that went onto the almost onto the roof of the sports hall yesterday. That one goes. Well, there's another 6 to add to the collection, and Haidar Acham looks like he's in the mood on this Peacock Finals day. Like an alien landing. Well, this one's coming to say hello. It's almost making contact with the igloo. That was not a harmless delivery, because actually it was a beautiful one. A swing in to Acham, but he just gets a little edge on it. Well, that's pretty straight. That's more towards cow corner for Acham. Even when he goes for guile the previous ball, this one is all about power.
Maybe it's good we could lose. Acham's been smashing them.
And there he goes again. This one will have the distance on it. And this over goes for 29, Abdul Haq.
That's going to be a no ball, and that's going to be 4. So Rahat comes on, gets it wrong first ball. There's the non-standard Minimo with the free hit to boot.
Slow ball from Rahat, and it's gone high up in the air. There's a fielder from point converging underneath it. It's a tough chance, but he takes it comfortably. And that is the second wicket to fall, and the fielder's going off on one here.
So he should. I mean, that's a very easy catch to drop. Shohra Hassan is the man that takes it.
As that one's lifted away. Does it have the distance on it? No, it doesn't. And it's a good catch on the boundary by Mujtaba Hakim. A pressure catch. He knew the boundary was lurking behind him. Abdul Sadais goes for the lift over point, but doesn't get enough elevation on it. And it's a big over this as Feroz Rahat picks up his second wicket. And Malmo now 63 for 3.
I'll be hoping someone stands up.
Wahab Hassan coming in, and he's certainly standing up as he just crunches that one down the ground. First delivery, he's a big hitter. Oh, no, it will be double jeopardy as that one's lifted away, all the way for 6. Just tries to overcorrect it there to Syed Gilani.
You know, you can actually track the improvement.
That one just clubbed down the ground. No, I didn't get all of it, did Rafiq, but it was enough to elude Umar Chowdhury. Final ball of the 5th. It's a good over so far from Syed Gilani. And that one's been hit firmly down the ground. The chase is on, and the ball is going to win. There's a slide coming in from the left, a slide from the right. Rahat's come back on for his second over here. And his first one only went for 12, and 50% of that has been hit in that one shot. Slow ball comes out. That time it's crunched through the covers. Back to the quicker delivery. This time, Batulla's got a chance to take this catch. He settles underneath it, and he drops it. It goes in and straight out.
Last ball for Rahat.
That one gets hit into the leg side. Does it have the distance on it? I'm not too sure. No, it doesn't. But again, for the third time in this over, the chance goes a-begging. This time it's Ashik Hussain, who I think doesn't even get anything on it in the end. It drops the wrong side of the rope if you're a Malmo batter, because it does just go for 4. Up and away, straight as an arrow from Wahab Hassan. As it goes over us to our right, he was...
I'll need a moment after.
This one goes behind the keeper. Is it going to go for a backsamo? Yes, it is. I'm not quite sure why, but
Well,
either way.
know. In fact, it's not been given a no ball, but it's been hit for 6 anyway.
That one has been knocked into the leg side. And again, there's 2 fielders out there. And there's a post-mortem between Umair Chowdhury. And there's no stopping that one. It doesn't matter where the 2 fielders are, as that one soars over their heads. And going well here is Hamad Rafiq. Oh, that one's gone as well. That's gone over the igloo into the horse field. Ashik Hussain's coming in for the 10th over here, and he's been clubbed away first delivery. And Wahab Hassan, while he's threatening to catch up with Rafiq here, he moves to 37.
150 up.
This one digs in short. Big appeal. And the finger goes... Does the finger go up? It half goes
walking.
up.
He's walking. That's really good sportsmanship. He knows he nicks it. It was going to be called a wide, I think. But Hassan walks. All right, can he get his 50 here? Rafiq on 47. Last ball.
Nope. Good slower ball from Hussain. He just has to dig that one out, Rafiq. He at least gets a red ink, finishes on an impressive 48 off 18. Nonetheless, though, good final over from Hussain. He was pummeled down the ground first delivery, but came back strongly, picked up the wicket and only gave away just the single, and they sneaked through that bye as well. Malmo, though, I think they'll be pretty happy with their efforts, winning the toss, batting first and putting 152 runs on the board. The men in blue-green, the Sprite bottles. As for the Seasiders then, will be Umair Chowdhury out there in the middle, joined by Shahriar Hassan at the non-strikers end. Chowdhury uses his feet brilliantly on that first delivery to just knock that one in the way into the leg side. That would be as good a time as any to get the runs on the board, and he starts with a 4 here thanks to a bit of lackluster foot fielding. Direct hit would be interesting here, and he goes for the underarm bowl method. And the umpire and the batter out of frame here. I think he was comfortably in the end, was Hassan. He did have to go past the prone figure of Hassan the bowler. Well, hang on, this one's interesting. We'll have to look this, and yeah, he's been given. And Shahriar Hassan, he might complain, but I do think he's only got himself to blame there, as he just tried to saunter in, didn't use his bat. And it could be 2 and 2 here, as this one goes high up in the sky. There's 2 fielders converging. Who's going to take it? Neither of them. As Saklan Kaumat tries to make himself small there, the Malmo captain. Oh, just a bit of a full toss that's whipped away by Umair Chowdhury. Haris Aziz bowling the second over hit. That one's knocked away, and it's not a good delivery. It gets the treatment.
He's still fine, which is the main thing. This isn't fine for the bowler. Munir gets outside the leg stump, and that is going to disappear.
So again, it's another full toss. I think it's been called no ball on the field. He was on the charge there, was Chowdhury. Gets a bit lucky as that one goes away for 4.
It's probably not ideal.
Child abuse.
It's one thing.
Oh,
geez. Well, they brought him up in the circle from an illegal position. Oh, geez. I'm glad I'm not admitted on at the moment, because it's like Michael J. Fox, who's told to dance.
Are they both in the women's and the men's?
Well, here's the
sides?
thing. Well, that's going to be 4 into the gap. Chowdhury will move into the 40s.
That one does get lifted over, and Chowdhury is going to go to his half century. He's been kept quiet the last couple of overs, but he gets to the milestone in just 18 deliveries, and he needs to double down here. I don't think he can go 50 and out, but he's done his job so far, and that wagon wheel shows exactly why I would have put someone on the long on boundary, and this one does go towards the long on boundary, and it is 50 and out as Kaiser Munir this time takes it comfortably. And just a bit of a brainless hit there from Umar Chowdhury, a bit of rush of blood to the head. He got to his 50, but it will be 50 and out for him as Seaside lose their second wicket. And this one, well, it has been chipped up, and it's going to go for a Maximo. Syed Gilani then trying to do everything he can to keep his side on the run rate. A little stronger though, Austrian-Australian accent is going to be a tough one. This one goes up in the air. It would be a good take, and if anyone takes it, it will be that man there, Kaiser Munir, who takes his second catch in the space of about 5 balls as Hamad Rafiq comes back on and is into the wickets. Brilliant over so far, which will lead to another wicket. That one sizzled along to Haider Atcham. It's a good grab from him, and Mujtaba Hakim goes for a second ball duck, and Seaside falling away here.
Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it?
It brings Abdul Haq, the showman, out, and he's in and straight out again. That's 3 wickets in 4 deliveries for Hamad Rafiq. Abdul Haq took a big step across his stumps here, and the umpire raises the finger of doom.
And it's really close. Let's have a look at it on the replay. Gets a long way across. You can see the off stump there behind his pad. He's Munir.
That one's lifted away. It just holds up in the wind. Does it have enough distance on it? Wow, just about. I think it drops over the rope.
I have the boring answer, but I just want to know what you think. Well, that's a case in point here. It goes pretty close to the boundary. In fact, it's gone all the way. Maximal for Jelani's 9th over.
That one's knocked away nicely.
Was that a goal?
Oh, is it going to go in? Oh, it's just wide.
Jelani on 21.
That one's clubbed high up in the air, and the bowler, Aziz, has called it. Does he get underneath it? Yes, and it's an excellent grab, tumbling away. It's the 6th wicket to fall, as Aziz had to readjust his follow-through there. Ends up pretty much in the conventional cover region when he takes that on catch. There was no one else really in the same postcode. That's a nice shot, and it eludes the grasp of Wahab Hassan. Feroz Rahat.
Another near miss.
Yeah.
Still 0-all in the football.
Final ball coming up. And it will be knocked away for a 1. They probably won't even bother going for the 2 because this game is all but wrapped up now. Seaside fall well short of the run chase. Malmo, we thought the 152 they put on the board.